Hey everyone, this is James, your holistic practitioner, and today I'm filming from my car. There's just a lot of content I need to put out there because there's so much valuable information I want to share with people. And I'm one of the very few people in the world that has this information. The things that I'm sharing with you are fairly exclusive, and you're not going to find it in the detail that I could offer it from anyone. And the only way to do that is to do it quickly, and I apologize for the simplicity of this video. Normally I set up a green screen and I put up all this crazy lighting and I do all this fancy editing to deliver the content. But today I'm just going to share with you some valuable information around spirituality. So let's get started. Today's topic is a deep one. It's about spirit. And it's one of the 5 philosophies. My whole channel is based around health, wealth, relationships, confidence, and spirit. What does that spirit mean? Because a lot of people don't really understand how the spirit applies to nearly everything. It applies to your finances and your relationships. It applies to your self-confidence. And it applies to every aspect of how we see the world and how we see ourselves. And in order to understand the human spirit, you have to go beyond science. You have to go beyond physical things that we see and smell and touch. The spirit is an energy. It is our consciousness. It is our soul. It is the communications that our cells do between each other that we cannot really even figure out today. It is why when you put 2 cells together from the heart that are beating separately, as soon as they touch, they beat the same. There's also an understanding of spiritual that people apply to the Bible or to godliness or divineness or scripture or things that have been written, because the world is very lost around the human spirit. We all are seeking something bigger than us. And we're all trying to kind of figure out who we are and understand our purpose and our reason and the reasons for us being here, and if we're even alone or not. And I'll share with you now that I really believe in a lot of things, which I'll put into other videos, but I do believe that we are not alone. We are in a realm that is limited to a vibration of what we see in front of us. The vibration that we see called planet Earth, called physical matter, what we call, materials, things that are materials in front of us, what we can touch, what we see. But there are energies so deep and profound that I try to share with everybody in my channel, which is understanding the human spirit. The human spirit is our beliefs and our feelings and our energies and our consciousness and our soul and our chakras and our energy fields and our light bodies and our karma and our element systems, our body type systems. All of these things play a role in who we are. I can't say that I have information on all of this in detail, but a lot of the information I share on my website and in my masterclass material will really open up your understanding of the human spirit. And once you understand the human spirit and your own personal design and how we are all very complicated beings, and we have a lot of different predictable, outlined spiritual energies that have been discovered in the 25 body type system and the 5 element system that was discovered by Dr. Larry Gertler. All of these things can be applied, and once you know them, once you have a feel and a grasp of them, you can not only interpret yourself so much more clear around your purpose, your strengths, your challenges, your compatibilities with other people. It's just become so clear. And the fact that nobody is looking into this, I should have millions of subscribers, because once people are aware of how valuable this is, it will really benefit them. It will really open up people's insight, because there are already some limited amounts of discoveries around psychology and personality types, maybe even our birth dates and zodiac signs, things like that. They all have a play in things, but they are insignificant compared to understanding some of the discoveries that Dr. Carolyn Mine and Dr. Richard Fox and Dr. Larry Gertler have shared with me. And most of these people are all diplomates. They were people that were doctors in a certain practice, and they went through a special course to learn applied kinesiology, and it gave them a certification as diplomate. And I'll tell you, there was only about 12 original diplomates. Those are the first founding, kind of the founders of applied kinesiology and the college that they had opened under George Goodhart. And this information is so valuable. And understanding how to get answers from nearly anything that you want is so valuable. It can be done through simple muscle response testing when two people are in a relaxed environment, where two people can collaborate with each other. You can learn very profound, very powerful insights about yourself and about the things that people have experienced that are sabotaging their lives, that are inhibiting their profits, reducing their successes, causing them to choose the wrong people in their lives, in their relationships, their marriages. And I'll tell you, once the world gets a grasp on the spiritual energies that outline who we are, it opens a whole understanding and clarity. And I want to share that with you. And I really suggest that if you have a chance to learn these things, I've done so many videos explaining these different energies, but the spiritual aspect of who we are can be repaired. We can break our spirit. You can break the spirit of a child. You can break a spirit of an adult. You can break a spirit of your partner, of your colleague at work. And this is a very bad thing, because it damages people for decades. It reverses people's clarity, insight, confidence, and their ability to reason and have good decision making, because it produces trauma and nervous system responses, which we call like injury recall. It's kind of like when you get in a car accident and the impact and the experience of it has put a person into shock. And that shock doesn't go away in like a few hours like it would be if you fell down in an accident, or if you got in some kind of injury. A lot of those things recover within days, but the spiritual component of those fractures and those traumas or those experiences can linger for decades. And that's why I want to share with you that a lot of these things can be reversed. And it's not going to be reversed going to a coach or to going on a YouTube channel where people give advice all day long. Advice does not repair spirit. The only way to repair spirit is in doing a electrical magnetic activation, specifically in the nervous system. That's what a lot of these very advanced public speakers and workshop experts like Tony Robbins and other people are doing. They're tapping into the injury recall and the nervous system responses of people and reversing people's negative programs, their sabotages, their decisions to basically not do what they need to do to get where they really want to get to. So if you're one of these people that is struggling with spirit, that is struggling with success, that's struggling with good relationships, or doesn't have the really powerful self-confidence that you should have around people at work, around the opposite gender, if you're in the dating situation, or around even your family and understanding why and how things are to be communicated properly, you really need to understand your own spirit and learn who you are at multiple levels, at multiple dimensions. And once you have that clarity, everything will be so much easier. It is a way of like opening an encyclopedia about yourself. That's why nearly every video on YouTube about health, wealth, nutrition, relationships, self-confidence, any kind of therapy is very, very incomplete. It is based on a model structured around more of who we are physically, chemically, and emotionally. It does not touch the human spirit. And when you go to church, they are talking about the Bible, about stories, about scripture, about history. It's really more of a history lesson so that you can try to apply it to your life, but it does not go into the spiritual realm of who you are as a person. So you can go to church, you can go to a coach, you can go to therapy and spend days, weeks, years, thousands of dollars. It's likely not going to be complete. The only way to really resolve these big things in life is to learn about your spirit. That's what I do. That's what this channel is about. That's what all my masterclass material is about. And I know it seems a little complicated. I know it seems outlandish, fantastic, or just very different, but it's valuable. And as you understand it and you apply it to the next item, it becomes more clear. With that, I want to say thank you for joining me. I welcome any comments, any questions. Put them in the comments below. Reach out to me on email if you have specifics that you want me to clarify, and I'll do that. I thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you at the next one.